Imagine coming home after a long day, craving a moment of peace, only to be greeted by a barrage of barking that echoes through your home. Or perhaps you're enjoying a quiet evening, only for your dog to erupt at every passing car, neighbor, or falling leaf. Excessive barking isn't just a nuisance. It can strain relationships with neighbors, disrupt your family's routine, and even signal underlying issues with your dog's well-being. But what if you could transform that chaos into calm, building a stronger bond with your dog along the way? Let's explore the journey to ending excessive barking and discover practical, compassionate strategies to help your dog find their quiet confidence. Barking is a natural form of communication for dogs. It's how they alert us to danger, express excitement, or simply ask for attention. But when barking becomes excessive, it's a sign that your dog is trying to tell you something, or that they've developed a habit that needs gentle redirection. The first step in addressing excessive barking is understanding the root cause. Is your dog bored, anxious, protective, or seeking attention? Each trigger requires a tailored approach, and by identifying the why behind the noise, you lay the foundation for lasting change. Let's begin with boredom, one of the most common causes of excessive barking. Dogs are intelligent, social creatures who thrive on mental and physical stimulation. When left alone for long periods without enough to do, barking can become their way of passing the time. To address this, enrich your dog's environment. Provide puzzle toys, treat dispensing balls, or safe chew toys that keep their minds engaged. Rotate toys regularly to maintain novelty, and ensure your dog receives plenty of exercise tailored to their breed and energy level. A tired dog is a quiet dog, so daily walks, games of fetch, and even training sessions can help channel their energy into positive outlets. Next, consider attention-seeking barking. Dogs quickly learn that barking often results in a reaction from their humans, even if it's just a glance or a scolding. To break this cycle, practice ignoring your dog when they bark for attention. Avoid eye contact, speaking, or touching until they're quiet. The moment your dog stops barking, reward them with praise, a treat, or playtime. This teaches your dog that silence, not noise, earns your attention. Consistency is key. Everyone in the household must follow the same approach for your dog to learn what's expected. For some dogs, barking is a response to anxiety or fear, especially when left alone. Separation anxiety can trigger frantic, persistent barking, often accompanied by other signs of distress, like pacing, destruction, or accidents in the house. If you suspect anxiety is at play, start by creating a safe, comforting space for your dog. Leave behind a piece of clothing with your scent, play calming music, or use pheromone diffusers designed to soothe anxious pets. Gradually build your dog's tolerance to being alone by practicing short departures and rewarding calm behavior. In severe cases, consult a professional dog trainer or behaviorist who can help develop a customized plan and, if needed, recommend support from your veterinarian. Protective or territorial barking is another common challenge. Dogs are naturally inclined to guard their homes and families, but this instinct can spiral into excessive barking at every perceived threat, whether it's the mail carrier, a neighbor, or a squirrel in the yard. To manage this, teach your dog an alternative behavior. For example, when your dog barks at the window, call them to you and reward them for coming away from the trigger. Practice quiet or enough cues, using treats and praise to reinforce silence. Covering windows or using privacy film can also reduce visual stimuli that set off barking. Sometimes, barking is simply a response to excitement. The doorbell rings, a favorite person arrives, or playtime begins, and your dog can't contain their enthusiasm. In these moments, teach your dog to greet guests calmly. Practice having someone ring the doorbell while you ask your dog to sit and stay. Only open the door when your dog is quiet and reward them for their composure. Over time, your dog will learn that calm behavior, not barking, brings the reward of attention and greetings. Training your dog to stop excessive barking isn't about punishing natural behaviors, but about guiding them toward more appropriate ways to communicate. Positive reinforcement is the most effective tool in your training toolkit. Whenever your dog chooses silence over barking, immediately reward that choice. Use treats, toys, or affection, whatever motivates your dog most. Avoid yelling or using punishment-based tools, as these can increase anxiety and make barking worse. Let's walk through a step-by-step approach to teaching the quiet cue. Begin in a calm environment with minimal distractions. When your dog barks, let them finish, then hold a treat in front of their nose. As soon as they stop barking, say quiet in a calm, firm voice and give the treat. Repeat this process, gradually increasing the length of silence required before the treat is given. Once your dog understands the cue, practice in more challenging situations, always rewarding calm behavior. With patience and consistency, your dog will learn that quiet means good things are coming. It's also important to manage your own reactions. Dogs are incredibly attuned to our emotions and body language. If you become frustrated or anxious in response to barking, your dog may mirror those feelings, creating a feedback loop that perpetuates the behavior. Instead, remain calm and composed. Use a gentle, confident tone, and remember that progress takes time. Environmental management can play a significant role in reducing triggers for barking. If your dog barks at passers-by, limit their access to windows or use curtains to obscure the view. If outdoor noises are the culprit, try white noise machines or calming music to mask sounds. For dogs who bark during walks, maintain a comfortable distance from triggers and use treats to reinforce calm behavior. Over time, your dog will learn to associate the presence of other dogs, people, or distractions with positive experiences rather than the need to sound the alarm. Socialization is another key factor. Dogs who are well socialized from a young age are less likely to react fearfully or aggressively to new people, animals, or environments. If your dog is prone to barking at strangers or unfamiliar dogs, gradually expose them to these situations in a controlled, positive way. Start at a distance where your dog remains calm and reward them for relaxed behavior. As your dog becomes more comfortable, decrease the distance and continue to reinforce calmness. This process, known as desensitization and counter-conditioning, helps your dog build confidence and reduces the urge to bark defensively. Sometimes, excessive barking can be a sign of underlying health issues. Pain, cognitive decline in senior dogs, or hearing loss can all contribute to changes in vocalization. If your dog's barking is sudden, persistent, or accompanied by other changes in behavior, consult your veterinarian to rule out medical causes. It's also worth considering breed tendencies. Some breeds, such as Beagles, Terriers, and Shetland sheepdogs, are naturally more vocal due to their history as hunters or watchdogs. While you can't change your dog's genetics, you can channel their instincts into constructive activities. Scent games, agility training, or structured play can provide outlets for their energy and reduce the need for excessive barking. For multi-dog households, barking can be contagious. One dog sounds the alarm, and the others join in. In these cases, train each dog individually before working with them together. Reinforce quiet behavior and use cues consistently across all your pets. Patience and persistence are your greatest allies in this process. Change doesn't happen overnight, and setbacks are normal. Celebrate small victories, and remember that every quiet moment is a step in the right direction. Keep training sessions short and positive, ending on a high note so your dog looks forward to learning. If you find yourself struggling, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Certified dog trainers and behaviorists can provide personalized guidance, troubleshoot challenges, and support you in reaching your goals. Training is as much about building your relationship with your dog as it is about changing behavior. Through this process, you'll develop a deeper understanding of your dog's needs, motivations, and unique personality.
Finally, remember that barking will never disappear entirely. It's an essential part of who your dog is, a way for them to communicate with you and the world. The goal isn't silence, but balance. By addressing excessive barking with empathy, structure, and positive reinforcement, you create a home where both you and your dog can thrive. Imagine the satisfaction of welcoming guests without a chorus of barks, enjoying peaceful evenings with your family, and knowing that your dog feels secure and understood. The journey to a quieter life begins with a single step: listening to what your dog is trying to tell you, and responding with patience, compassion, and clear guidance. So the next time your dog's barking threatens to disrupt your day, take a deep breath. Remember that every bark is a message, and that with the right tools and mindset, you can help your dog find their calm. Together, you'll build a stronger bond, one quiet moment at a time,